Isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat. Una, maraming salamat sa Emilio Aguinaldo College sa inyong matagumpay na Asian Virtual Conference on Multidisciplinary Research. Sa mga sandali pong ito, hayaan niyo po akong ilahad sa inyo ang aming research mula sa Laguna State Polytechnic University kasama si Dr. Elena M. Manaig. So here is our research entitled Disaster Risk Reduction and Management in the Flood-Prone Schools in the Division of Laguna. The Philippines is prone to all kinds of natural hazard because of our geophysical location and physical environment, and flood have more regular occurrence than the other types of disaster, and it may destroy life, property, and even schools. Our education system focus on making school disaster ready. In response, with Department of Education formulated a disaster risk reduction program that categorized into three pillars. First, safe learning facility. Second, school disaster management. Third, disaster risk reduction in education, which is anchored in the principle of Republic Act 10121 or the Disaster Risk Reduction Management Act of 2010. The purpose of this study is to determine the status and the implementation of flood-prone schools in the division of Laguna, specifically the DRRM practices, the level of implementation, the DRRM linkages and partnership, the problem that they encountered, and solution applied. This research could give an additional information and ready reference in the Department of Education as basis of their assessment in the status and implementation of DRRM in flood-prone schools. And this can serve as basis of assessment of other schools in the preparedness of the capacity to prevent and mitigate disaster. In this study, the conceptual framework have an input DRRM practices, processing and analyzing of data, and an output of a proposed modification of DRRM in flood-prone schools. The respondents are the 18 flood-prone schools. 7 are from the list of Schools Division Office of Laguna, School Governance and Operation Division, and 11 schools known to be affected by flood were included. The results show that the involved schools are exposed in flooding due to location, which is along the shoreline of Laguna Lake and nearness to the river and tributaries dam. They have all resources that are used in making information dissemination, announcement and warning, protection for treatment and injuries, for cleaning, for transport, for repair, for guiding evacuation, for safekeeping of properties, and for other purposes. Based from the result of the study, anchored in the comprehensive DRRM basic education framework, the principal DRRM coordinator are classified based on the 4 thematic areas of DRRM, namely response, prevention and mitigation, preparedness, rehabilitation, and recovery. The result shows the school principal and school DRRM coordinator always do their duties, responsibilities, and function in school DRRM. They are always ensure to man, they are always ensure the mandate of DepEd in DRRM, which is the continuity of learning. The administrator, teacher, and student conduct student-led risk assessment, hazard mapping, earthquake, and fire drill, but none of them do a hazard specifically for flood. For implementation of DRRM program, most of the activities are under the three areas were reported as implemented by the DRRM coordinators for the access, quality, and governance. The respondent identify DRRM linkages, partners like internal and external stakeholders, and extend their services by sharing their time, talent, and pressure. The problem encountered by the respondent were damage to properties, lack of personnel, clogged drainage, and others. The measure applied to solve the problem were to keep calm and be prepared at all times. Invest DRRM equipment and coordinate with LGU and seek the assistance of NGOs. Emergency preparedness start with you, with every one of us. Be prepared, make a plan, build a kit, and stay alert. In general, the flood-prone schools in the division of Laguna have overall DRRM program. The DRRM point person with defined function, preparedness, drill, and other capacity building were done. It was only the DRRM coordinator concerned about what happened before, condition, during, and after the situation. From the result of the study, therefore, that determined the needs of the flood-prone schools. Formulating the DRRM program specifically for flood-prone schools in the mitigation and adaptation. The output, a proposed DRRM design for flood-prone schools on what to do before, during, and after flood. Ika nga nila, dapat maging mapanuri, mapagmatsyag. Lamang ang may alam. Maging I am ready, serbisyong totoo. Muli, Mr. Mark Sylvester P. Garcia, reporting the DRRM Flood-Prone Schools in the Division of Laguna. Marami pong salamat.